Hi everyone, welcome to a bug hop demo. This rescue is at the intermediate level of the game. At this stage, a player is going to be familiar with the nanobites and some of the quirks and techniques for dealing with them. What will be new is that the grid size is 6 by 6. So at beginner level it's 5 by 5. So there's a few more nanobites to deal with here, but there are still help and hints along the way. So we can start by looking at our light bulb and seeing what the hint is. And it's telling us that there's only one path to the top, but we can use demos along the way to get a reminder of how to move. In some ways, having only one path to the top actually makes it easier because there's only one decision, there's only one right decision that you can make. And at this level of the game, most of the grids are going to have multiple paths, but in this case there's only one. So where are we going to start? Well, we know by now that a ninny worm always pushes the biobug down, so that's not going to help. So we have to start at this sea bear. And what we should have done was checked our snap count as well. So we've got 5 snaps. So that tells us that we can interact with the siphonators here in red and the blue ticks here in blue. So where are we going to go from here? Well, so we always move up, left or right. So if we go to the ninny worm, we're going to be pushed back down and simply be starting again. So that means that we have to move up right here. And we meet this blue tick, and that's fine because we have enough snaps. So from here we can't move up right, there's no more space, so we have to move left. So again, there's not much of a choice. The selection, the way we're going to move is obvious. So now we're looking at a Midosaurus. Now you'll remember from the earlier level and from demos that the Midosaurus is the meanest of the nanobites, so it basically eats a biobug straight away. There's no way to get around it. So we always want to avoid the Midosaurus. So that means that we have to move left up to this siphonator. Now we're down to 2 snaps, so let's just keep an eye on that. It might be tempting to move up to the snapper at this point because that looks like a route out to the top. However, if you move up there, because we have snaps, the snapper is going to swallow up that biobug. So we don't want to do that. Go to the siphonator, avoid the Midosaurus, go to the second siphonator, avoid that snapper. So that means that our only choice is these ninny worms. So let's see where we end up with the ninny worms. And we've arrived at another siphonator. And we've got 1 snap left, that's okay. So if we were to move up this siphonator here, we would end up sailing back into that snapper. We don't want to do that. So again, the choice is kind of simple. We have to move up left. And now we're out of snaps, but that's okay because there's a Z-bear at the top and the Z-bears are always asleep. So I'm not going to notice the biobug. And that's it. So we've hit a story beat here. So one of our biobugs has been rescued by this little girl and she's showing off to her brother. And then the next grid opens up automatically behind it. And actually you can check your score by selecting the progress bar. And it's telling us that we've rescued 15 and we need 5 more to win this level and then unlock the next level. So that's it. Thanks for watching.